G'day mate, and welcome back to Capital Industry with me, Judy. Over the last couple of episodes, we've been working hard on cleaning up all the waste. Now, with all the waste now cleaned up and everything at least a little bit neater, a little bit tighter, a little bit more well-maintained, I need to work on new problems. The new problems being I have a lack of water. I just don't have enough water coming into the island, which means we need to find somewhere to get a little bit more water squeezed out of the island and pushed off to the farms. So that's going to be today's plan. On top of that, I also need to sort out the limestone mine, because as you can see on the left, it's pretty much dry, which is a bit of a problem. And also I need to fix some mistakes from last episode. So of course I do. So what I need to do is I need to ask you a very important question, and that being, can I borrow a lac? I just like to borrow a lac. Like to borrow a lac on the video. Not happy with the video, didn't enjoy the video. Well, then you can probably have your lac back, but only if you ask really, really nicely. Okay, first thing we're going to be doing is dealing with the fact that we don't have any water. First thing I want to do is I want to head all the way out to here. This is our first location where we actually have water being pumped off the ground. And as we can see, well, these guys have output is full. Output is full because somebody made a boo-boo on a pipe and it's flipped the wrong way. Of course they did. All right, so I have 3 of these guys. I don't know if 3 is enough to suck out all the water that's in the ground, but rather than me trying to set up thermal desalination, all sorts of other things, I'd like to suck all the water that we have out of the ground for free first. So what I want to do is I want to, well, build that and then have the truck come in here and build the pumps because, well, I have to because I can't build them with Uni anymore. And then I want to put a small slice in here, please. Thank you. Can I get fluids? Can I get a balancer? And we're going to throw a balancer in there. You are going to have a priority out that way. And I'm going to just delete that. Yeah, cool. Can I actually? Okay, so I need to bring water over here to the servers, and I want to actually just drain that pipe. Yeah, can I just plug that back in? Cool. Can I just drain that pipe? All right, so we have potentially with 3 of these guys, I have 150 water because they do 50 each. With another 3, that's going to bring me up to 300 water. So I want to make sure at this point I can move 300 water through the pipe, which means you need to be upgraded, and then this pipe also needs to be able to move 300 water through the pipe. So we're going to upgrade that pipe. That's going to take us from here all the way through to, hang on, where's the pipe? This point. Okay, this point, I have 3 more guys adding water, but as you can see, the groundwater reserves are full. So if I have 300 water in this pipe at this point, and then I add another 150, that brings me up to 450. So I would need to have this pipe at, hello? Number 3, to start with. Also, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on that just so we can hopefully save what crops we have. Okay, so this is going to give me 450 water already at this point before I start upgrading things. And you bet I'm going to be upgrading things. I'm going to be adding 2 of those on there. Can I get a pipe? Can I throw that into there? And then that into there. Great. Can I get that built? That's going to add another 150, and I'm going to do the same on this side. So can I get 1? Can I get 2? Can I get a T2 pipe, which we're going to bring into here and into here? Can I get that built as well? So that means at this point I already had 450 water. I've added another 100 to it. So I need all of these to become, yeah, T4 pipes, yes. So that should give me, we had 300 from the first lot. That's 400, 500, 600, 650-ish. And then here. Here I have 3 of you sucking out water, but we're out of water here. Now, I know if I turn them down to just 2 of them, if I have just 2 of them, I have too much water. So the water actually starts piling up in the reserve status. So I want to not change this, but I mean, this is not 150. It's more than 100, but it's less than 150. So I have, where we're up to 450, 550, 650, 750, 800. At this point, in theory, I have potentially with that one over there around about 900 water. So we're going to upgrade that pipe. Now, this pipe passes straight past our, farms. Now, we are taking that water down there, but I'm also, along the way, adding a little bit more water right here. In theory, into a pipe that already has 900 water in it, which is not going to work long term. So what I want to do is I want to put in a cart here. Can I do that? Remove. Can I split that water? That's not going to work. It's going to be out. Collision. Yeah, no, that there. Cool. Can I have a big fat pipe in the other direction? Great. No, wrong button. Uni, build. Okay. I want to priority out and go into, well, this pipe connector. The reason I want to go into this pipe connector is because that is split into a 900 pipe and a 900 pipe that then, well, one 900 pipe comes in and feeds the farms. The other 900 pipe goes into the tank, which then separately comes out and also feeds the farms. So this should give me plenty of water coming into here. I also need to upgrade this one to make sure that I have enough water potentially going off to the left-hand side, because left-hand side, well, the right-hand pipe is feeding one row of farms. The left-hand side is already feeding one row of farms, and we're starting to add to it. So we're going to eventually get this to 2 rows of farms, which means I definitely need to have more water throughput through that pipe. Farms use a lot of water. Okay, so at this point, in theory, I had 900 water, possibly. Yep. And then we're going to priority out some over here. Potentially the whole lot can go this way, but we're going to assume there's some left over, at least some. And then we siphon off just the tiniest amount right here that heads over for us to build steam locomotives. I think we're past the point of steam locomotives, but what I do need to do is I do need to scrap this train, which gives me all those wagons, and then build some new trains. Can I have... Oh, I do get to keep diesel. Well, in that case, can I have you, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go on new line, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. The diesel pipe technically has to be a little bit bigger to get materials in fast enough, and that should be able to build this train fairly quickly. Okay. After I've done that, if I get to keep the diesel, can I build me a new train? A very expensive train. Yeah. Okay, a very, very expensive train. Oh, that's the message I'm looking for. I'm looking for it in the wrong spot. Okay, try again. A shorter train. A slightly less expensive. Okay, that's it. All right, can I build you? You can go at the end of my build queue, and then I'm just going to have a whole pile of locomotives ready for future trains, just pre-built. Okay, so some little bit of water goes off there, but not much. Then in theory, I still have possibly up to 900 water in this pipe, which means you need to get upgraded. I know it's empty currently, but as we get all the pumps and everything built further back and all those pipes upgraded, you're done. You're done. Are you guys done? You are done, actually. Pipe 2, pipe 3, that's empty. A little bit of water is going that way, you need to priority out that way. Okay, so that gives me, what did I say? If you're running full speed, you give me 300. Okay, so we have, so I have 450 multiplied by 0.61, because that's how full it is, and that is 274 water. Okay, that seems about right. So I have about 270 water in that pipe, and then we come to here, and I'm adding 100, 200, 350. So 275 plus 350 is 625. Plus we're adding at least 100 from here, but not 200. So we're going to add 100. We could call it maybe 125. So I have 750 water now that calculations are in, coming down here. That we're going to dump into that tank. In theory, there's some left over. Not really. So we can run that. So we can run water out to this. And then whatever's left over, we come and we add another 150-ish water here. Okay, this is only a small water reserve, so it's empty most of the time, but we can add at least 100 water, probably not 150. And if we actually do the maths, this is 900 pipe, it's 10% full, so 900 multiplied by 0.16, it's got 135 water in it. So we're getting 135 water from there, which is then coming down here and heads into here. At this point, this is my thermal desaliners, okay? They're taking any excess food we have and processing it into steam. Steam is then giving us water, which is then flowing into said pipes. You are doing a 50-50 split with 50% of it going into here and flowing up, and 50% going in here and flowing down. I want to modify that. I want to modify that. I want to simplify that. No, I want to prioritize that. That's probably more accurate. Can I remove that? Can I remove that? Can I remove that? Can I remove that? Well, can I get a balance there? Can I put a balance there? Can I have you plugged into there and you plugged into probably over the top actually into there. Okay. I want to prioritize water going away from town first. Yeah. So can I prioritize water going into here first, which is then going to send water up towards the farms, and then if for reasons that everything going up to the farms is full, then we'll throw the excess into this pipe and we'll send that off to go down to the town. Okay, following this water pipe. This water pipe comes in here, which is a giant balancer. Giant balancer takes, in theory, extra water I have in this oil system and gets rid of it. In saying that, I don't have any extra oil, water in that system, which is a bit of a problem. I have a low supply of limestone. I know, we're getting there. Let's do limestone right now. Okay, limestone. I need to have you built, please. Can I have that built? Can I have that built? Can I have that built and that built and that unbuilt and flattened? You go into there, please. Okay. All right, I need to have my limestone trains, which are the ones I just built. I also need to have some train lines made. We already have 4 ready to go, not bad. Okay, so I need a new line. This line is going to be, I don't know. Sure, green looks like limestone. Can I type in limestone, please? Can I have you be limestone? I want to add a stop. First stop I want you to go to is the loading station. Okay, can I just put you to one side? Can I get all of that built? Also, you currently only have 2 diggy boys. I need to find some diggy boys. Upgrade. Upgrade. Get that built. Actually, can I just get all of this built? That way I can check all the belts at the same time. I want you to be upgraded. Cool. Oh, wrong way. I want you to flip and you to flip. I want you to go down. I want you to go down. I want you to go down, and I want you to go down. I want you to go in. I want you to go in. I want you to go in, and I want you to go in. Cool. All right. So can I have that be built? You need some diggy boys. Can we go to you, clearing crew, who's getting shorter every time? Can I cut off 4 from there and at least 5 from there? And then can we go back to limestone and assign them here? 13 is too many. 8 for now. 8's enough. 10. Okay. Pin. Can I get you to be looking for limestone? Can I get Lucas? I need you to look for limestone. And where's the third one? It is the great and powerful JT. Great. Can all 3 of you look for limestone? Yes, the clearing crew has moved on to new projects. And we need to go back to this. All right. So, you shall be built basically right now. Perfect. All right. Can we go? Nope. F7. All right. Can I go to here? After I've loaded limestone, which I want you to be full before you drive away. Great. I want... Nope. Wrong button. Oh, we'll leave that one there for later. I will need you to go to our limestone unload, being this one, and then I need you to be empty before you run away, and then I want you to go back to the waiting station. Perfect. Trains. Nope. Unassigned trains. Can I put you on limestone? 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 Right. So we now have 4 trains on the limestone station, or on the limestone line, which means I get to... hello, come here. I get to name some wonderful YouTube members. First off, can I name the wonderful Astro and thank them for being a wonderful YouTube member and choose the support channel? Can I also thank the wonderful Courage Zero for also being a YouTube member and also choosing the support channel? Can we get... yep, this is the next train. Who is stuck? Oh, you're waiting for a train. Oh. Can I thank Doug Sarbon for also being a YouTube member and waiting such a long time for the other trains to get out of the way, because we're going to be changing that to don't stop. Just drive straight through. You don't have to wait on somebody else. You can drive straight through these intersections. I don't care. And you can park on them if needs be, but there should never be a needs be, because people should be able to just drive straight through. Okay. Where were we? We were naming trains. Thank you, all three of you, for being wonderful YouTube members. And because I haven't had a chance to name some people in a while, can I also thank the wonderful Bunny Schnapp for being a wonderful YouTube member. And we have one in the depot, and we have you being built. Can I put you on limestone as well? Can I have you? I need to set you off so I can actually click on you so I can name you. Can I thank the wonderful Stenson S for also being a YouTube member? And when it's finally built, I need to thank the wonderful Sebastian Freiklund, yes, for being our last YouTube member and being a wonderful member who's supporting the channel. Okay, so that's our trains up and running. They're off on the line. They should load up with limestone. Limestone unload, really? But you're meant to be full before you leave. Full of selected product, limestone, or I've buggered up the station. That's entirely possible. No, they're loading now. Okay, maybe the first train didn't have enough resources. Maybe the first one didn't have enough resources for it to get the to know to be full. Can I upgrade both those boxes? Yes, and we should be fine. And yes, we're going to be slowly digging our way down to the limestone level, and then probably making a very large hole. Can I remove back that and that and that, and then can you guys just remove everything limestone related, please? Cool. Do I need a rock station yet? No, because we're still dumping right there. Okay. All right. So next off, what was I in the middle of? I was in the middle of water. Okay, middle of water. We bring water, where are we? Down to this balancer. This balancer potentially has 900 water going through it. And then we take that to straight line to this balancer. This balancer then takes the water and distributes it. So this is going off to this tank and then off to steel smelting. Steel smelting, you've got to remember every single cool caster is going to use 12 water. Plus we use the tiniest amount to run that boiler there for science. So we're using a tiny bit of water there. On top of that, we have this pipe. This pipe is coming back out, and this is going back up to our farm that's planting, that's making saplings, and then heading out to our first buffer tank. And then from our first buffer tank is then going on to our balancer from the thermal desalinators, which in theory we're adding more water to the pipe. We're at the 40% there, we're at 20%, at 28% there, so I'd say yes. Then we're coming here where we're potentially taking some water off if the thermal desalinator system's not working well enough to make sure that this tank's staying full with, no, they're both pipe 4s, with the water that we're making from the thermal desalination here. So the other row of thermal desalination, hopefully make sure that this tank's full, to hopefully make sure the farms keep, the food processor keeps running off its own water. If not, we have a little top up here. This is a 450 pipe and it's 80% full, which is a little bit concerning. Actually, no, it's going to be full no matter what. You're 20% full of a 900 pipe, so it's that 180 water. And I honestly have no idea how much comes out of the system. So, yeah. It is 25%, 22% of a 900 pipe is what comes out and goes down that pipe, which is probably an awful lot at the moment. All right. And then we take this up and we put this in this tank, and then we send it off to the farms. So, in theory, that's what I can do for water going that way. But I also have this pipe coming in from over here. This pipe coming over here is a pipe 2, which will carry 150 water. We need to improve that because I'm going to be doubling this. I'm going to have twice as many of these guys, putting twice the amount of water into the system. Can I get that built and that built? And then therefore I want to upgrade this pipe to get twice the amount of water headed into here, where we also add water from the Great Waste Neater. So it's processing all our waste, it is making a positive amount of water out, and then we're adding that to our water pipe, which then comes back up to the first distribution balancer, and we head out from there. So in theory, maybe with the extra pumps added, water's fixed. I actually have no idea. All right, electronics. I need to fix electronics because I made a small boo-boo, and that is these guys. These guys need to have 50 copper each. So that's 100, 200, 300, 400. That's 450. And I have, well, more than that on the belt. So what I want to do is I want to make a small slice. You and you get removed. I want to remove that. Yep. And then can I get a brand new belt? 450 belt, please. Can I bring that out over here? And can I bring that? Actually, you don't need to be that fast. Just a 200 belt will be fast enough. And I just need to put some of these on their own independent belt. Can I put you on that belt? Can I put you on that belt? And can I put you on that belt? And then can I go with a flat lift? Can I put lift there? You need to be flipped. Can I copy lift and put it here? And oh. One shorter. Cool. Can I get my lift? And can I put my lift there? Can I get a belt there and there and there? Great. Can I get that built? And you know what? Let's just get all that built as well. Okay, so that should fix the copper problem. Therefore, I should finally hopefully cash out on electronics. Okay. Mechanical parts. Mechanical parts I'm also starting to run low on. That is because we added more maintenance number 2, which of course means more mechanical parts, which means you, sir, need an upgrade as well. You are going to take in 24, so that's 25, 50, 100, 125, but then the output is double that, 250, which means, can I upgrade that and that? And then, so this would be 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. So can I upgrade both of those to 450 belts, and then we should be good. Also means probably I need to upgrade that to a 450 belt so I can get gears out fast enough for them to go over to science and into maintenance and all the things they need to go to. So that should solve that problem. Limestone should be sorted. Hopefully, yeah, it's coming in now. And more importantly, do you unload correctly? Yes, yes, yes. No. Much better. Great. Now you unload correctly. All right. And can I upgrade this belt to have it come out faster? Can I have that one upgraded faster? And that should be all I need to get it unloaded at full speed. Okay. So now it's just a loading problem. I just need to get trains loaded up fast enough, although we already have 2 trains on their way that should both be full of limestone. They are. Nice. And can I go back into that one? Train 6. You. Excellent. Can I also... No, that one. That one. Can I also thank the wonderful Sebastian, what is it? Franklin, for being a wonderful YouTube member and also supporting the channel. So, we are loading limestone in. Yes, you look like you're loading fine. And train looks like hopefully it's loading quickly enough. Can I get you and you both upgraded? Yeah, we might as well try and get material loaded into the trains as fast as possible. Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of uneven loading because I'm going through a connector, which means this box gets a lot more material than this box does, but it's fine. It loads it. It'll even itself out fairly quickly. All right, no fuel. That's because you're at far side of the map. Okay. All right, so with those things done, next thing I need to do is poly. Poly is still being a problem, and no, it looks like with the belt upgrades and everything else, poly looks like it's probably okay. Where is poly? Poly is counting. It's very much on the border. All right, can we add another smelter just to be sure? Can I get that added, please? Can I get that sand belt needs to be upgraded. That sand belt needs to get upgraded. That whole smelter needs to get upgraded. Yeah, please. Yes, and please. Can I copy the water in and put it there? And can I get a EB pipe to get steam out of there and into there, out of there, into there? Great. Can I have that done? Can you have some recipes? Bump, bump. And can I unpause those ones? Okay. So that should have them up and running. I am going to have a sand problem. That is, these guys use 100 sand each. And output is full. Please tell me it's not exhaust. Is exhaust. Why is exhaust full? Oh, it's a pipe 2. That would be why. Okay, can you get upgraded? Can you get upgraded? So we have no pipe 1, so that needs to be upgraded too. Okay, little things, little things. All right. So, yes, these use 100 sand each, which means 1, 2, 3, 400 sands being used up to here, which means I need to get my backup sand belt that we ran a while ago. This is whatever's left over after copper's done with sand. Can I bring this through to here? Okay, have you aim that way. All right, I need to move this water pipe, and I want to move you to that corner, which means you and you need to disappear. You and you need to disappear. Yep. I need you to stay tall and straight through to here, then there. What? Oh. Okay. Can I flip you? Okay. Can I have you go tall and straight, and then through to there, and then down? Excellent. Can I build that? Can I have that go over the top, and then down, link that into there, and then you need to flip so you're actually going there towards the right. And then in theory, I can take my sand and pop it through that hole. Thank you. Bring you down to sand level, and I want to dump you in on the 4th smelter. Yep. Okay, can I get that built? Can I get that built? Can I get that unbuilt? Alright, so that should bring in extra sand, which we could just take along and dump into here, which should be more than enough sand to keep both these two running. Mechanical parts should start going up. It's level according to this. Silica's now going up. Electronics 1 was going up. And more importantly, it looks like all the machines are running flat out. I can add extra machines if I need to, but I'm pretty sure I'm out of copper at that point. And I think everything's under control. And I still have 17 workers left available. Nice. All right. So with everything now under control, we hope. I do need to do a few other things. Okay, one of the things I do is I need to start prepping for coal. So our current coal mine, it's not bad. Like the buckets are all full and everything, but we're gonna get to a point where this ends up dead. This ends up empty. I'm gonna need to replace it. So I want to wonder where these trucks are. Here. Okay, that's because they made a march right across the map, and then when they got there, their tanks were full. That's not at all surprising. Okay. I want to set up a coal mine, which is going to be over here. At the same time, I need to set up a bauxite mine. So I need to get a few track pieces. First off, we're going to press all the wrong buttons. Have my blueprints absolutely disappear. Okay. We're going to have to probably put in a cart so I can go recover my blueprints. And then we're going to be putting in a T-junction, a stacker here somewhere, a coal load station, and a bauxite load station. Yeah, because I need to have bauxite up and running so then we can get into aluminium. But of course, to do any of that, I need to have train tracks. And to do any of that, I need to have a couple of blueprints. So give me just half a second. I was playing with the experimental version and my blueprint file was updated to the experimental version. All right, so I have a rock loading station and a coal loading station. Please go back there. Okay. I think, well, when it comes to station design, it's very much easier if you start with actually designing the stations first and then designing all the tracks around them. So I need to load in the rocks. I need to also load in coal. Can we put you back here? And then I need to... there. Okay, all right. Then I need to design my main line. All right, my main line is... well, I need to put in a stacker, so let's actually do a stacker. Can I get a one-sided stacker? Okay, it's a little bit longer than I thought. I can't fit you there, that's for sure. So we're gonna have to go here. Okay, I'm gonna have to go up a bit. One-sided stacker, two-sided stacker. Okay, the inline stacker. Yeah, and you're designed for 60 long train, and my trains are, I forget. Not you. Can I... 50 tiles, okay. Yeah, alright. And I should just double check where we're up to with that train that's being built. Yeah, I just need, 7,800 vehicle parts, it's fine. Yeah, it'll get there. Alright, so can I go back to here? Alright, can I have the inline stacker? Can I put the inline stacker here? That should give me enough turning radius, I hope. Okay, I wanted to come out from here. I'm happy with the yellow corner. Yellow corner is perfectly fine. That does mean that to get to the rock station, I need to go through the coal station, which is fine as long as it's not overloaded. Okay, can I bring this to here? Okay, if I have a bit of straight track here, and then I know that I have a 2-tile track between, that's my other track. Okay, so can I cut those? Can I... Actually, I have no idea where they need to go. All right, can I go from here? I need to go... Whoop, that's exactly what I want. Perfect. All right, can I put these with the coal station lined up, please? And then we're just going to have a spur to access the stone station. Perfect. Then this needs to come out to here. Okay, can I come backward? Can I actually just go to there? Cool. Yeah, so many things are out of fuel. And water resources low is something I expect to see. Can I go to here? Can I change? Oop. That's the curve I want. Cool. Can I bring you to here as well? And then curve into there. Perfect. All right. Can I remove that bit? All right. And I don't need this. We might just be able to stamp that in. Okay. Can I get our intersections? Can I get the right-hand drive T-junction, which needs to go here? I really want it like here. Okay, can I remove, it's just easier this time around to remove from here to here, and that can go away, and remove that, and that can go away. All right, can I put in, wrong one, that one. Okay, can I put in this? No, actually, can I go to here? All right, can I get straight track? So I sort of know where this is going to line up. It's going to come through to here somewhere. All right, then we can grab our T-junction and slot this in. I think that lines up. What do you track or exist? Yeah, apart from that, is that hold shift to ignore complaints? Yep, okay. You can plug into there. It's blueprints. And blueprint usage has been very much improved in the new experimental update. We'll talk about it properly in another episode, but for now, I just didn't have this built. Okay, so that should be my track in. That should be my loading station. The only other thing I'm going to need is a All Sorter Mark II, which also got updated. This now pre-adds filters as trucks add stuff. I don't know. I need to go read the patch notes again on exactly how this is going to work. Can I actually, like that should work. Yeah, can I throw that in there? Can you be edit area? You're going to be, that's all coal, right? Probably a bit more. That's all coal. Thank you. All right. So that's our coal set up. I need to hook in the belts, of course, but then I also need to do the same with bauxite. So bauxite, I need to have another stacker, another coal load, and in theory, okay, can I put those there for a minute? All right. In theory, I could get away with just a very, very simple T-junction, okay? Because this is just going to a single outpost. Not going to have that much traffic on the lines, but I have blueprints. So because I have blueprints, can I put you... Actually, can I continue this track forward first? Because I have blueprints, I should be able to place this sort of on top, ready to go, and then plug that into that station. Okay, can I cut that back just a little bit, and then can we go with... Oh, wrong button. All the wrong buttons. Okay, can I... Goodbye, Captain's office. Okay, can I put you... Here should give me plenty of room. And then I should be able to put this... Okay, I cut off a little bit of the curve. There, I hope. I need to disable... Okay, you're off by a tile. That's my issue. Okay, can I cut the whole thing again? Can I line that up there? Great. Can you now go... Oh, boy. Oh, the track's backward. That's fine. Oh, because I flipped it. That's a problem. What do I want? I want that orientation. That orientation. Yes. Okay. Can I remove that? Can I remove all of that? Can I have you come out? Yeah. Can I have you come out as well? Can I remove just a designation of 500 so we can see what the hell we're doing? Which is all nice and flat now. And then I need 2 here. I need this to come and you had it, and then you went and did special things. Okay, can I remove that? And can we go from here to... You know, I'll do. Whatever. Yes. Right. So with that realign, I should be able to put you here. Right, and that's my second station. Cool. So that lets us do bauxite, which means I need to have another one of these, which we can put here, I hope. Actually, I should be able to put it here, because we're just going to go straight across, and that definitely does not line up. Cool. Can I have you go into... there. Okay. And... So, you are a... bauxite. You're going to be... bauxite. You are going to be... bauxite, and it's bauxite load. Yep, copy that to all of those. You are going to be it says iron load, but it's coal. Okay, coal load, and we should be fine. All right, high supply of animal feed. Great, that's fine by me. Low fuel. Low fuel is because this fuel station is not getting fuel fast enough. Okay, can I give you a Mark II pint? And this fuel station is actually the only fuel station allowed to fill up everybody locally. Can I copy you to you instead? That way you only have to cross the train tracks to do iron, not all of them. And we're going to remove that, and I'm going to remove that. Okay, so you now have a dedicated truck to come down here and refuel all these guys. So we have the whole sand mine's out of fuel. Okay. Can I turn that off? That way any fuel truck can come here. It means they're going to travel halfway across the map, which is not something I want. Water resource getting low, which is what I expected. So, well, actually, it's low, but it's not out. And our output is full, which means, in theory, my giant buffer tank is full. It is. Great. Okay. We're back. Full on animal feed. Great. Can I then try and save myself a little bit of uni by turning that back off? Does mean that, like, the town's going to consume more water. Don't care, because it's water positive, and it does mean all the farms are going to consume more water. Should be fine. And it also means that I need to do... Okay, fuel station's fine where it is. I need to grab a fuel pipe from here. Actually, can I grab fuel from here? Can we go from here to here? I gotta go around that because it's far too wide for it for the pipe to go straight over. Can I run that to here? That's close enough. And then here, here, and then into there. Great. Can I plug you into fuel as well? Okay. And I don't want to waste uni on this. Well, waste uni, that's relatively speaking. Can I get that enabled? Can I get that enabled? Can I get all of that? All of that? Maybe not those. Definitely not that pipe. Can I get that enabled? My server's going to overheat because I haven't rehooked back up the water. Can I get that done? Can I get that done? Can I get that done? Can I... you also don't line up. Okay, off by tile. Off by tile. Always off by tile. Okay, can you come down to that tile and then into there? Great. Can you get built as well? Alright, so water. I need this water to go into there. Build, please. Yeah, missing coolant. Yep. We can see the teraflops jumping up and down. It's fine. And can I bring this back through to there? Great. Can I get that done as well? Can we enable that? And that. Yeah, I can enable the station. The station doesn't cost me any power, any people. Can we enable that? And I can do that one and that one. And also that pipe. Okay, pipe, uni, and I need fuel over here as well. Okay, so can I go fuel from you to you? Okay, you, cut, flip, and go back there. Yep, you definitely get loaded from that side, not the other side. Can I get pipe? Fuel from here to that line. No. That line. Okay. So truck's gonna be very, very busy bringing out materials, but that's fine. I have plenty of trucks idle most of the time, even though that says that they're very busy. Trust me, they're very idle. Speaking of trucks, we did get... Well, Mr. Shippy's finished doing his job, so that can get turned off. We did get that problem. I didn't get around to that problem. Yes, I need to actually... Hey, you're saying you got too much depleted steam. Because we have too much clean water. Okay, so I have too much clean water coming in here, and this means this tank's full, which means, I didn't get to mention it earlier, I had actually turned off this pipe. This pipe which lets water out of the oil system and goes that way. And that's because, well, I didn't have enough water. Now that that's backed up, that's all full, we can turn that back on, we can let water, we'll release water from this system. And you are full of rock, which is not a belt speed problem, it's a truck speed problem. And that's because they're all out here collecting a lot of gravel. Because construction orders are priority number 4. So going around to empty boxes for a minute, but that's fine. All right. So train tracks are coming in. We have the ability to get both these up and running to start mining coal here and also bauxite here, which means maybe the next episode, we can get to those. We do have animal feeders stocked up, which means I could produce even more food packs if I need to, or more food outright. I don't need to. The fuel problem, I think, will sort itself out fairly quickly, or you're just gonna be out of fuel outright. You're a Mark II pipe. You're a Mark II pipe. You're a Mark I pipe. At least make you Mark II. Not that helps if I don't have any fuel prior to this. Can I get that upgraded? We need to backtrack and So you're a pipe mark 2, which goes to here, which goes to here, which goes to here. Oh, and is that still on? Yes, yep. So you're a mark 2, you're a mark 2, you're a mark 2, you're a mark 2, and you're a mark 3, and you're only a third of the way full. Okay, so then we backtrack further. You're a mark 3, you're a mark 3, which goes into here, which is a mark 3, which then goes back to here, which is a mark 3, and then in here, which is mark 3, and then goes into there, which is empty. Cool. You are processing at full speed, I assume. Yeah, we might have hit our cap on diesel. We might just be at the point where absolutely all the diesel's been consumed. Can I bring up this? Yeah, 370. It looks a pretty damn flat line to me. Okay, I need to spend a minute going through here, see if there's any pipes or something I've missed that need to be upgraded to a higher tier, to see if we can get any more throughput out of this. But I think we've actually maxed it out. I think she's running as fast as she can. I think we're making all the diesel we can, which is fine. It's fine. We can swap across to hydrogen sooner or later. But also another major concern, well, another major catch is this is currently consuming, when it gets vehicle parts in, actually it's 4 on diesel, it was consuming about 100 diesel per minute, which is now no longer doing, thankfully, which means it's going to back up. And yeah, it's only just stopped because that's still filling up. Of course, we also have a pipe going that way for more fuel and a pipe going that way for even more fuel. Yep. We are piping diesel everywhere. But with all that said and done, I'm going to call this video here. We're prepped and ready for the next train stations for both bauxite and coal. And according to the tech tree, we're doing focus points now. We just did finish another layer of trucks, so I can get a couple of extra trucks out, not have any more fuel. But we also have a problem, an answer to that, and we can just research this a few times and just cut back on our fuel usage. Hopefully an awful lot. But with all that said and done, I think I'm going to call this here. Yes, next episode, I think we're at the point where we need to start looking at titanium and aluminium. Yep, if we can get this bauxite mine up and running, which shouldn't be too hard. Now all the infrastructure's in, as long as we get fuel out here, which these pipes are full anyway, we should be able to get these trains up and running, and therefore we should be able to get into that next adventure. And I should be able to get these train tracks across this bridge, and then out to here, where there's just a little bit of uranium ready for us to mine. Yep, also a tiny bit of coal and a tiny bit of iron. Yep, there's a few resources out here I want to start mining as well. But that's all going to have to wait for future episodes. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. And if you are a Patreon member, you are grabbing my blueprints. They are about to go through a major update with the new updates to blueprints, which should shake things up a little bit. Anyway, that's for another story. Anyway, with all that said and done, as always, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. See you in the very next video. All right, bye.